Motives aside, it's a pleasure to spend this time with the commanders. Now, let's get down to business. First of all, I want to introduce this NIKKE.
What the
Doro.
Good morning and Happy New Year, NIKKEs, Commanders, and Citizens of the Ark. I'm Commander Midwest, and welcome back to This Week in NIKKE for Week 4. Our first month together has passed by pretty quick, and as you can tell from that intro, it's not slowing down anytime soon, since we have a whole lot of information from the live stream at the end of the week. So if you just want to stick around for the live stream recap, the timestamp will be in the description, as well as the relevant sections of the live stream. But just so we don't hold this up much longer than we need to, let's dive into all the happenings in the world of NIKKE for this week. Terminus ticket ended up being a bit longer of an event than usual, but not a full 28 days, so we don't have a story recap to go over this week, and instead, we can move right into the weekly breakdown, starting with Wednesday, December 24th. For those of you who use the official NIKKE Discord regularly, or just like to use the stickers, a new set of 24 Christmas-themed Doros became available for use from both the official NIKKE Discord and the Line app. And to round out the rest of the Terminus ticket event, we received one more community event, the Warm Wishes from a Winter Night event released, and until New Year's, if you followed the main NIKKE account and left your Christmas wish, 10 random commanders would be the recipient of a random acrylic stand to be given away at a later date. On Thursday, December 25th, we ended up getting 2 Christmas gifts from NIKKE this week, with one of them being, as I said in the last video, the official reveal of the host for the year-end livestream, our big 3, Mustang, Ingrid, Suyin, along with Deputy Chief Anderson, as well as the reveal of a US-based NIKKE collaboration with Meat Fresh, which will be taking place in various cities across the United States throughout January and February of 2026. We don't have the dates and the locations of the collaboration spots, but for the time being, the first spot, unsurprisingly, is in LA, specifically the Temple City location, on January 3rd, 2026 to kick it off. On Friday, December 26th, moving on from Christmas Day, we're starting the new year off with a bang with the reveal of the first set of Union Raid bosses for the new year, featuring fan favorites like Modernia and Kraken, as well as the Lord Class Raptors Doctor, Heavy Metal, and Rebuild Obelisk. The first raid of 2026 will take place from January 2nd at 5 a.m. until January 8th at 5 a.m. UTC 9. We also got the official link to the live stream as well, just to make sure everyone else was prepared. Moving on to Saturday, December 27th, there was really only one big thing of note from the NIKKE Twitter page, and that was the inclusion of another community event titled My Best NIKKE Moment in 2025, where, like usual, after following the NIKKE page, if you commented with a picture of the time here in the world of NIKKE that meant the most to you, along with the hashtag NIKKE 2025 Best Moments, a random selection of 25 lucky commanders will be receiving a very special NIKKE lucky bag, including a host of stickers, acrylics, and other goods, including a very special 2026 NIKKE Creator Calendar for the lucky winners. This event will still be available for participation after the release of this recording until January 11th, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. UTC 9, so make sure you think long and hard about what made NIKKE special for you this year and get your submissions in. We were given a day of rest on the 28th, but we had one last announcement before the live stream with the opening of the pre-order period for the 0.5, 1st, 2nd, and 2.5 anniversary OST albums. The albums feature the songs from the aforementioned anniversaries and are available on CD, so just a heads up if you're looking for vinyl. On their respective websites, including Amazon, AmiAmi, and eventually the Animate Store on January 9th. The pre-order period on these soundtracks will be open until January 22nd, 2026. And now finally, getting to the live stream, the highlight of the week. On the morning of the 29th, the community joined together to celebrate the end of the year for 2025 with the annual year-end live stream. For the sake of time, my sanity, Ark resources, and so that we have information to discuss next week with the release of the New Year's event, I won't be going into heavy detail on things like character builds. Instead, I'll save that for the full release next week. But rest assured, all information will be discussed regarding the live stream. So let's get started. After a bit of banter amongst our hosts, they finally revealed what we've been waiting for. Overspec.
Oh my no! She jumped!
Yes, not Overspec Yanis, but instead upgraded Snow White, going by Snow White Heavy Arms, is our New Year's unit for this year. Jumping immediately from the end of Goddessfall, Snow White being the effective sole member of Pioneer for the time being, receives her promised upgrades from the remains of Eden after the fight with the Queen. Losing her cloak, but keeping the mask, Snow White now dons a dual set of 7 Dwarves 1 and 2, and more mechanical enhancements going forward. Highlighting her new changes as well as the process of making them was a short cameo from the Chatterbox crew, Sterling and Amy, as, like with the Queen and Behemoth's armaments at Anime Expo 2025, they were commissioned to build the new weapons for Snow White. Hopefully we'll get to see them in person soon, but for now you can find the whole segment as well as some more behind the scenes shots with the crew on both the official NIKKE Twitter as well as Sterling's at Sterling the Dev. Following the battle with the Queen, Snow White now recalls her lost memories, and we will now be able to experience the events directly following Red Ash and Old Tales with a new set of flashback stories for Ark Guardian. Stay tuned for more information next week regarding the story. As per usual, we have 2 participation events for you all. Continuing until January 6th of 2026, those who repost the official NIKKE livestream with the hashtag NIKKE2026 New Year and post about it will be entered into a lottery for a chance to win 1 of 20 $10 Amazon gift cards, and 5 lucky commanders will receive a 3rd anniversary gift box featuring a pin set of the full Pioneer squad featuring Rapunzel, Snow White, Scarlet, and Nayuta. Additionally, if any NIKKE related topics hit #1 worldwide trending, 1 commander will be rewarded with a limited edition Snow White Heavy Arms Memorial Art Toy. Also, a community event started where the commanders can now share some food or some other assortments if you desire with Snow White in the Feed Snow White event. We're posting a photo with your food of choice or even editing it into the bowl for Snow White, along with the following of the NIKKE account, could net you a $40 Uber Eats gift card until January 14th. Moving on to the costumes and starting off the festivities for this year, we have a report from Tetra introducing the first gacha skin of 2026. This one is for all the rabbities out there, as Alice will be representing Tetra well with her new skin, Merheim Dream, showing her love for rabbits like never before. Next up, representing Missless Industries, we continue our theming of elegance with the ballerina-themed Escape Queen, Quincy, who sheds her black latex for a white, feathery attire instead, with a new Masquerade Swan skin. As this is a pass skin, and not a gacha, this as well as the next will not have any additional benefits such as burst animations, and will only change the look of the characters in-game. And last but not least, Ingrid does her part for Elysian by bringing the black color scheme right back for Emma. Not her base unit, however, but Emma Tactical Upgrade, who will join the ranks of costumes like Helm with her beautiful new dress, Secret Therapy. Reminiscent of the dresses in previous New Year's promotional material, this costume will be similarly available via a costume pass. For the returning content, keeping with the newly established precedent, Shift Up and the central government will be bringing back a few things into the acquisition pool. First on many commanders' lists will most likely be the rerun of last year's New Year unit. The successor to a name long forgotten, Rappy Red Hood will be available for re-pickup for new and old commanders in a dedicated raid-up banner for the usual Pilgrim and Overspec special rates. However, a close second for many people, and a dress that has been sitting in cold storage since the first few months here in the Ark, we will also be getting costume reruns of Helm's one-of-a-kind Chandelier skin, Maxwell's Mechanic White skin, and Guillotine's Dark Tracer skin. So if you were not lucky enough to take advantage the first time around, make sure to check out the costume rerun section of the cash shop before these skins are gone again. On top of the cosmetic and story additions that will soon be accessible, we also have some gameplay and quality of life additions on the Ark coming alongside them. First off, a new type of recruit for the new year will be available alongside the standard New Year step-up recruit system, highlighting Pilgrims this time. If you're a commander who is not shy about spending some credits, for the purchase of a guaranteed recruit voucher in the cash shop, you will be able to perform one 10 pull, which will then result in a guaranteed Pilgrim of your choice from a selection of Modernia, Scarlet, Scarlet Black Shadow, Rapunzel, Snow White, Noah, Isabel, and Haran for a limited time. And, as mentioned in last week's report, the year-long bonus recruit system will also be updated to include Helm and Tia alongside last year's Litter, Naga, and Alice, while also increasing the recruit opportunities from 4 to 10. For those who feel a little restricted with your ability to show off your collection over the years, you'll be happy to know that the central government has approved an expansion to the lobby decoration system for an additional 5 decoration slots, increasing the overall combinations for you to display up to 10. Look out for all the new ways as well that you can receive up to 100 free recruit opportunities, including through the event, daily mail, and throughout the live stream. Speaking of which, here are a set of rewards brought directly to you from our host for you to enter into your CD key terminal, accounting for 10 of those free polls among other awards. Last but not least, for the in-game updates for you to look forward to, take a look at this teaser for a new collaboration event. Arriving sometime in the first half of 2026, citizens during the live stream began attempting to decode and investigate any hints that could be found within the image, featuring only one crosshair symbol, with many wondering if it's even a hint at all. But that didn't stop many from leaving their guesses, as I encourage you to submit into the comments below. After a brief message from Director Yu, wishing you all the best going into the new year, we were also given a host of updates on some of the opportunities happening outside of NIKKE, including the NIKKE and Pixiv collaboration event, mentioned last week, still going on until February 1st. We also have some more inclusions for those of you who used the official blah blah link. On top of the Christmas customizations last week, some more decorations for your account are now available to redeem along with a new event calendar. Similar to the MLB and NIKKE collab during 2025, NIKKE will be collaborating with Razer peripherals for an in-game costume and other content coming in March. Details are slim at the moment, but sales are already prepared to launch in Asia, with more information coming later. As promised, we also have further details about the Meat Fresh collaboration across the United States, with the reveal of the final 3 locations of the pop-up events that will take place in select Meat Fresh stores in the US. On top of that, they also showed off some of the merch that will be available in all the stores regardless of the pop-up locations. But for those locations, those will be taking place in the aforementioned Temple City location on January 3rd in California, the Santa Clara location in San Francisco on January 4th, the Houston location on January 10th, and finally the Boston location on January 11th. All pop-up events will be taking place from 12:30 p.m. to 6 local time, so stop in if you have the chance. And to round out our New Year event, after a bit of back and forth from our hosts, you got a Happy New Year message from counters with hints to look forward to content revolving around Neon and Annis next year. Thus concludes your weekly report from the central government. I can't wait to get started with Ark Guardian and going back to see the continuation of Goddess Squad, so I hope you tune in next week for the first full story overview in a couple weeks, and I hope you all continue to let me know in the comments and on my social medias what you would like to be included in these weekly videos, just so I know what you all want to see and what I can do to make these videos better. But as you can tell, I'm on the road right now, but I'm still working on the next video, so not to worry. But with that said, I've been Commander Midwest. This has been a week in NIKKE, and I hope you all have a wonderful 2026. Thank you.